And welcome to Wacky Wednesday. This is North Georgia Now Today, and this is the last day that Miss Sherry won't be in her seat this week. So I'll be the co-hostie again today with Mr.
Dean Martin. She could be
Dean
gone.
Martin.
We could just let her go for a couple more weeks. What you think?
We could. We got this. Yeah, it's
fun.
been a good
I'm
week.
not usually here on Wednesdays, so this is kind of weird for me.
You're taking the bubbly one's
I woke
place.
up this morning and was like, what day is it?
I know. I've been like that all week because I've been here and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's today? What's today? Because, you know, normally I'm Friday, so.
Are you having to drink a lot of caffeine in the mornings to get you going?
Yes, I have a lot of
really?
caffeine. Can y'all tell? I do.
In what form?
The
Coffee
really strong
or-
coffee drinks that you get at like racetrack and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then a Coke. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a caffeine girl.
Caffeine and a Coke?
Oh yeah.
I mean, coffee and a Coke?
Coffee and a Coke. Caffeine and a Coke.
You're
yes.
double juiced.
Oh yes, I'm double juiced, and y'all can tell because I get hypo and excited. And we've got a big show today. Oh my gosh, we've got some people that are going to sing for you. It's Connie Davis and her music students, and then the little baby that I told you about earlier on Monday that has HPE. They're going to be here today to explain to us what that's about, and they're going to be having a benefit for the baby this week. But did you catch the show yesterday?
I did not. I was out working.
It was a busy show. We were time flying. Matt gave us a message. He did 3 songs, and
Wow.
it was just as much fun as Monday,
Barrel of monkeys.
except for we had to give Matt a hard time yesterday because he spilt syrup on his pants, and he smelled like Mr. Maple King. Yeah.
Were the ants following around?
No, he tried to dash in here and rinse it off. Yeah.
Ants love it, and flies too. Just wanted to have a studio full of flies.
I know. No, he. You know what that reminds me of? Did you ever see the book with the shoe fly pie?
That's been a long time.
Remember, I just remember the picture when I was in elementary school, and the guy's standing here with the shoe fly pie and all the flies around it. This funny little picture, and it was like a caricature of a man in the book. I just remember that. No, that was not Matt yesterday.
Matt Fly Pie, huh?
Matt Fly Pie.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you since I saw you?
Well, I feel like I lost about 10 pounds. You know, yesterday was the hottest day. And I work outdoors, you know.
Right.
And yesterday, people say over and over, no, this is hot, this is hot. Monday, a guy told me, well, sure is hot. Yesterday was the hottest, humid day I've been out all year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you do to keep yourself going?
Just drink a lot of water.
Do you?
And tea, and just don't think about it. You know.
Right.
And change shirts. I always carry a couple of extra shirts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And wring them out?
Well, you just hang it over the back of the truck and let the sun dry it until you get to the next place. But yeah, it was pretty rough.
Well, I actually
watch
went to Mama's about 8 o'clock last night and went swimming, and it was still extremely warm. The water felt great.
And about a week and a half ago, I warned the viewers a little public service announcement about bees. Now, I found a lot more yesterday.
Oh,
Y'all be
no.
careful. They're really active. And,
Yellow jackets?
Yellow jackets.
Okay.
And wasps and hornets. And found a bunch of big tree hornets in a tree the other day with a knot in it, had a hole in it.
I've never seen a tree hornet.
Well, I hadn't seen them until just the other day. I was riding around this guy's yard, and I went up next to this tree, and I saw something light on my pants, and I brushed it off. I looked, and there was a whole swarm of them, and I just missed them.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, so y'all watch out out there.
Well, when I was in Kentucky with Tori during the move, actually it was the week I went to do the packing for the move. She came in and she said, "Well, I'll take these boxes down to the dumpster on my way down to the car to go to work." She was leaving for work. Well, she only has one key to her apartment because it was so unsafe, the one that we moved her out of. You know, she left me with the key so I could come and go. She leaves, she takes the boxes downstairs, and all of a sudden I hear this bang, 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 bang. She is just tearing up the door, and I'm like, what in the world? So I go look, and she's screaming, let me in, let me in. When she went to the dumpster, some kind of hornet thing flew up her pants, because she had on her work pants, and they're kind of, you know, they're like big legs and stuff. Flew up, and she said she started swatting it, and the more she would hit it to get it out of her pants, the more it would sting her. And she, it was
That's
funny
kind of need a
because
video camera for.
she's not been stung in so long she doesn't remember it since she was a child.
Yeah, she remembers it now.
And she was like, does it always hurt this bad? And she was, you know, a 22-year-old having a little fit. But it was terrible because it made a huge, big place because there were 2 in that big place, and then there was another one. So that little, he got her good, the little stinger did.
Well, and another thing I'm checking and seeing is a lot of honeybees are building not only in trees and stuff, I'm seeing them building in houses now.
Yes.
And they're going in and out of garages, they're going in and out of attics. So y'all check around and make sure that when your kids are playing, it's safe because they get in the nest of that, it'll hurt real bad.
Oh, no. Wow.
I got stung a few years ago by a honeybee right here on the knuckle, and my hand swelled up about 3 times its size.
Oh my gosh.
You can imagine getting stung about 100
Yeah,
times.
right there would hurt too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
you know, Miss Cooter that we did the animal
snake lady,
segment with, she has to take those shots if she were to ever get stung by any kind of stinging flying animal, because when she was a child, she got into some kind of nest and was stung so many times that her body cannot fight it off anymore.
Wow.
And one sting can kill her.
Ooh,
it's that serious.
that's risky.
You know, and it's just because her whole body was covered with hundreds and hundreds of stings, and she was a small child, and she was just so filled with that venom that it's really messed her up. So now, I mean, she doesn't go anywhere without a couple of those pins, and she just stabs herself right then because she has to. It'll save her life.
Well,
you
one
know?
other thing I need to watch out for is ants. They're real bad right now, and they get even worse right after a rain. You'll notice that when it rains, they come to the surface. So if you're walking around and you feel a little soft spot in the ground, you better check. So.
I'm sure you find that a lot when you're walking
Well, we
around.
do. And one other thing we find, I showed you this morning.
Yes.
If you want them to show that.
Yes.
I've shown this one before, but this is another thing we find.
He's a big boy.
Y'all need to watch out because they're around and they will get you.
Well,
Now, this one here is a friendly one, though.
Our Miss Connie that's going to be with us soon on today, she was telling me yesterday that she has actually had copperheads in her home. And that's not a good feeling.
No, copperheads are not friendly.
No, she said she was telling me a story about opening the door and feeling something go over her feet in the dark, and then it went back over her feet, and it was a copperhead when the light came on.
I've had that happen one time, copperhead go over my foot.
Really?
Yeah.
But did you have shoes on? She was barefooted.
I had it on tennis shoes, but I had on shorts.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was moving some tin out of the yard. I lifted it up, and I just stood there, and there he went. Big one.
Did he leave you alone?
Yep. He ran as fast as he could, or crawled. They don't run.
So what did you do with him? He's a good snake.
Oh, I just let him go. I mean, that's a good king snake, and they'll catch other snakes and rats and so forth.
Don't they eat like copperheads and things like that?
Yes, they do. They eat other snakes. I always leave the black ones alone.
Yes. All right. Well, since we have got such a rolling, busy show today, I think we need to go and take a look at our sponsors, because without them, we can't pay the bills. And we also will go to our community calendar, and then when we come back, we've got some music for you. So stay tuned. Rich is still not sure that if Sherry Martin is in the house. Have you noticed that? Now he's saying, "Welcome back to North Georgia Now Today."
Well, it's pre-recorded, you know.
Yes, from yesterday, but you know, he must have caught where I said Rich didn't get the memo that Sherry Martin flew away.
We won't hold it against him, though. He's a good
No,
guy.
I love him to death. But she is flying back today, so y'all get to see her. I know y'all miss her. Now, you know what? I knew she would be watching us on the computer and critiquing us and calling every day. She cannot, for some reason, pick this up on streaming video.
Oh, that's just terrible.
I
Just
know.
terrible.
She was like, we tried. I don't know why. Freddie says it's not getting, blah, blah, so I can't watch y'all. I hope y'all are doing good. And I'm like, oh, I do too.
That's what happens when you go to China.
Yeah, I know. The Chinese networks evidently don't pick up ETC over there.
I'm surprised they don't keep her.
I know. They're sending her back with chopsticks. All right, I hope y'all are ready. Set your DVRs because you're going to have some really great entertainment with Connie Davis and her music students. They're from Blue Ridge. There's even one from Marietta, Ella J, all around. So y'all just stay tuned and enjoy.
He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be. He's
that
Were
sweet?
they not cute?
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
That was awesome. So cute.
I loved both those songs, too.
So how did they do, since you teach singing lessons
Oh,
also?
they did great.
They did great.
Oh, yeah.
They did better than I can do, that's for sure.
And they're still learning.
They are.
Yeah.
So you've got something that's going to make me look dumber than a 5th grader.
Well, you know,
Right?
we've got a lot of kids in the studio today, and a lot of them started school this week. So in honor of that, we're going to
Yes.
have trivia this morning, and it's going to be geography.
Y'all, I do not
So
know geography.
Y'all put your thinking caps on, and y'all help her, and I want you kids to help her too, best you can.
Please yell out the answers, basically.
Now, I've got 10 short questions, and I got a bonus question.
No geography,
Oh,
though,
come
Bill.
on, you'll do
This
fine.
is me whining.
Well, your mother's a truck driver woman, so you ought to know something.
We have that nice little computer system. that-
You're cheating.
yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a calculator in math, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
2
Atlanta.
plus 2 is 5.
No, you failed already. Atlanta is the capital of Georgia, right? And Washington, D.C. is the capital of our nation, right? In what state is Washington, D.C. in?
It's not in a state.
Very good. See, you've got one right already.
Ding!
It's in the district of, that's a trick question, it's in the District of Columbia. Name the 7 continents.
Oh, no, I'll feel this because I just cannot even think. North America, South America,
That's 2,
Asia,
3,
Africa,
4,
Europe,
5.
oh my gosh. Now my brain is really slowing down.
Any of you kids know?
North America, South America. Antarctica.
Cheating. Somebody told you. Antarctica's one.
And the last one would be the South Pole.
That's where Antarctica is. No. It's an island all of its own.
Australia.
Very good. There's your 7
Oh my
continents.
gosh. Thank you, Jennifer.
You got
You
6,
gave me
yeah.
that one. I see I was gonna say Australia, but then I was thinking, no, it's just a country. Is it?
But it is a
No,
continent.
Okay. All
Believe it or
right.
not. Okay.
I almost got it.
Name all the 5 states that border Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. Florida,
1,
Alabama,
2,
Tennessee,
3,
North Carolina,
4,
South Carolina.
5. Very good. See?
Ding, ding, ding.
You're smarter than a 3rd grader.
I'm up to 3rd grade now.
Okay. In what state would you find Niagara Falls?
New York.
Very good.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
it? See? Look how excited she is, folks.
Y'all just don't know.
She's been sweating since I told her. Okay. In what state would you find Mount Rushmore?
North Dakota. South Dakota.
South Dakota's correct.
Okay.
I'll give that to you.
I was
Way out in the
close.
middle of nowhere, yeah.
I have heard it is in the
Now,
middle of
speaking of Mount Rushmore, name the 4 presidents that's images are
nowhere.
carved
that
in Mount
I
Rushmore.
do not know. I
Think about it.
I can see them. Of course, we've all seen the pictures, but I don't know that one.
You
I'll have
kids
to
know
have
that
help
one?
with that
Anybody know
one.
that one in the studio?
Abe Lincoln,
That's 1.
George Washington,
That's 2.
Jennifer, help, Jefferson.
That's 3. You're getting cheated again. Helping.
Well, I had 2 out of 4.
And this one, the last one was done, he's pretty much the guy who commissioned this to be done.
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yay!
That's 4.
Between Jennifer and I, we
Yeah,
can get
Jennifer's
this.
helping.
We
Everybody in the studio's yelling it
we
out.
got
yeah.
this.
Okay. This is a good one
They're
now.
getting harder now. I'm not going to pass the 6th grade.
Name
here.
all 5 states, and there's 5 of them, that border the Pacific Ocean.
The Pacific Ocean. California,
That's 1.
Alaska,
That's 2.
Hawaii,
That's 3.
Washington.
That's 4.
Oregon.
That's 5. Very good. Well, see, most people forget Hawaii and Alaska
Yes.
because they're thinking, okay, the West Coast.
We can't forget
You got it.
Alaska because somebody that we love is there.
Now, one of these was in the last question. Name the 4 oceans.
Oh my gosh. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian. Hello?
That's 3.
Blank.
No, hello's not an ocean.
There's a blank. Okay. What is the... Why am I so blank? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Arctic.
You're cheating again, but Arctic is correct.
Why is it that the Arctic stuff I don't get?
I don't know.
It's just too far north for
You
me.
wanted
I can't remember
You wanted
it.
the South Pole to be a continent, so. All right, here's a good one for you. Name the 5
no.
Great Lakes.
Now that's hard.
If we don't live near there, but you should know
Yeah.
it.
I should know it, and I probably did when I took the test with the little map at school, but that was like eons ago.
Eon's not a Great Lake.
Lake Erie.
That's one.
Lake Huron.
That's two.
Lake
You got 3 more to go.
Superior.
They're whispering to her.
Michigan.
That's correct.
And there's
One
one
more.
more. What is it?
They're
What
yelling
is
at the TV. They're throwing things at the TV.
Ontario.
Lake Ontario, that's correct.
Oh my
Superior,
gosh.
Huron, Erie, Michigan, and Ontario.
I'm surprised I remembered Huron.
All right,
You
let's
know,
see
I
if,
guess that's a weird name.
let's see if they
so-
can help you on this one in the studio. This is question number 10. Name Georgia's state bird.
Oh, 1, 2. Well, what is the state bird, y'all? Brown thrasher.
The brown thrasher. That's true. Very
Thank
good.
you, Ashley. Go, girl.
I think you've got about 5 right. So, all right.
I tried. I told you I'm just not that good at this stuff.
All right, ETC, we broadcast in Polk County, Tennessee. We broadcast in Fannin. We broadcast in Gilmer, Pickens, and Cherokee. Name all 5 county seats of those counties.
Oh, I can't. You've got me so confused. Say that again.
The 5 county seats of the 5 counties that we serve in our viewing area.
The county seats?
Yeah.
I don't know them
That's
all
your
for
10-point
real.
bonus question. All right, what's the county
Gilmer.
seat? Gilmer is the county.
No.
What's the county seat of Gilmer?
LJ.
Okay. All right. How about
Jasper.
Jasper's Pickens?
But see, I don't know the ones
What about
above
Cherokee?
us, 'cause I never, Benton.
Benton is Polk County.
Cherokee would be Canton.
And you got Fannin County.
Fannin, I really don't. Blue Ridge. Would it
There
be
you
Blue
go.
Ridge? Okay.
With help from
See, I
the
just know
studio,
that. I just know the little towns all together. For
there's
those.
your
I
trivia
don't
for
know,
the
never thought
day.
about
There's
it.
your geography for the day.
Y'all, I am not smarter than a 5th grader.
She got about
I
half of
would
them on her
not
own.
win. But I never claimed to be smarter than a 5th grader.
Well, next time I come, I'll have math for you.
Oh no.
Like, what's the math equivalent of pi? And don't say 8 slices.
10. 3.14.
3.14. Jennifer's pretty smart. She's in there yelling out all this stuff.
I love Jennifer.
There you go.
Oh my
There's your
gosh,
trivia for
y'all.
the day. Oh, I'll tell you what. You want to get me? Ask me any capital of any state, and I'll tell you what it is.
Minnesota.
Minneapolis.
South Dakota.
Pierre.
You're not right, are you? See, I don't
Ask
even
them.
know.
I know all 50 of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know, when I remember when Tori was learning her states and capitals and all that stuff, it's like, see, because he's German, he's like, okay, this is your job. And I was thinking, oh no. I just, I've never had good memory retention as far as I would have to study for something. And then it's like, it'll click with me, or I remember it long enough, to pass and go on, and then it's like, it just goes whoop.
Well,
I don't know if that's my blonde roots or what.
I can't remember my age half the time, but I can remember the state capital of Kentucky, like Frankfurt. So.
Well,
go
now I
figure.
knew that because my little girl's up there.
Or like the capital of Thailand is Bangkok. Or the capital of Iceland is Reykjavik. Or Beijing, China, or Moscow.
And how do you know all those?
I don't know. I just remember it.
I guess I'm on a need-to-know basis.
Concord, New Hampshire, Providence, Rhode Island. Goes on and on. So.
He's making me look worse and worse and worse, y'all.
Well, let's
I'm
go.
going to think of something I do know how to do.
All right, go ahead. NASCAR.
I know that Kyle Busch is the #1 driver in NASCAR.
What happened to Jimmy Johnson?
Oh, Jimmy Johnson was whining on TV last night, and I was so frustrated.
And I
like,
don't keep up with NASCAR, so.
Yeah, he was bumped drafting this weekend, and he bumped Kurt Busch to the fact that Kurt had a total absolute wreck, and then Elliott Sadler came behind and had an absolute total wreck where his whole motor comes out of his car.
I heard about
And
that.
then Jimmy Johnson is like, well, of course the fans are going to get all upset and they're going to say mean things, and I'm like, no, you caused major accidents that could have caused lives.
So do you throw
know?
things at the TV when Jimmy Johnson's talking? Is that what it is? You don't like the guy?
I did like him until it became, last year was so much the Jimmy Johnson NASCAR show. And then I got tired of his ego.
Well, I tell your mother all the time, that's nothing but a soap opera on wheels.
It is.
So
It's a lot of drama.
a lot of left turns.
It is. But anyway, well, we're going to take a little break and get ready to have Miss Amber Scott come on. Her baby Jaden is with her, and this is the baby that has HPE. And they're going to be having a benefit fundraiser. So we're going to take a little break and get ready for Amber to come on with her little baby Jaden and inform us a little bit more about what HPE is exactly. So y'all stay tuned.
To give him light for many a mile to go that night before he reached a town, oh, town, oh, town, oh, many a mile to go that night before he reached a town, oh. He ran till he came to the farmer's pen. The ducks and the geese were kept therein. He said, a couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. A couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh. Goose by the neck, he threw a duck across his back, and he didn't mind the quack, quack, and the legs all dangling down, oh, down, oh, down, oh. He didn't mind the quack, quack, and the legs all dangling down, oh. Well, the old gray woman jumped out of bed, out of the window she popped her head, crying, John, John, the great goose is gone, the fox is on the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. John, John, the great goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh. Till he came to his nice warm den, and there were the little ones, 8, 9, 10, saying, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again. It must be a mighty fine town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Daddy, Daddy, go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. The fox and his wife, without any strife, they cut up the goose with a fork and a knife, and they never had such a supper on their life, and the little bones chewed on the bones, oh, bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little bones chewed on the bones. On a chilly night, he prayed for the moon to give him light for it many a mile to go that night before he reached a town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Many a mile to go that night before he reached a town, oh. He ran till he came to the farmer's pen. The ducks and the geese were kept therein. He said, a couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. A couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh. Goose by the neck, he threw a duck across his back, and he didn't mind the quack, quack, and the legs all dangling down, oh, down, oh, down, oh. He didn't mind the quack, quack, and the legs all dangling down, oh. Well, the old gray woman jumped out of bed, out of the window she popped her head, crying, John, John, the great goose is gone, the fox is on the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. John, John, the great goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh. Till he came to his nice warm den, and there were the little ones, 8, 9, 10, saying, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again. It must be a mighty fine town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Daddy, Daddy, go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. The fox and his wife, without any strife, they cut up the goose with a fork and a knife, and they never had such a supper on their life, and the little bones chewed on the bones, oh, bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little bones chewed on the bones.
Welcome back, and like I told you, we've got Amber Scott who's joined us with her baby Jaden, and Miss Dianne Morgan is with them. And Amber, why don't you tell us a little bit more about what Jaden has as far as what is HPE?
HPE is short for holoprosencephaly. It's a condition that affects the brain. It's a brain malformation. It happens usually between the 5th and 8th week of pregnancy. It's a failure of the procephalon in your brain to separate into two separate halves. Like in a normal human brain, there's a left hemisphere, a right hemisphere, and it's separated by the corpus callosum. With holoprosencephaly, your brain doesn't divide. And, there are a few different forms of it, and it can like cause facial defects, neurological defects, almost always mental retardation. It's pretty rare. It's 1 in, some statistics say 1 in 10,000, others say 1 in 15,000, but it's even more rare because only 3% of those survive till birth.
Really?
And the average lifespan of a baby with holoprosencephaly is 8.5 days.
Oh my goodness, and Jaden is 4 months.
They told me the day I had him that he wouldn't make it through the night.
So he is a little fighter.
He's very tough.
Wow.
Very
Now,
tough.
was he born full term?
37 weeks.
So pretty much full term. Did you know beforehand, or did you not know until he was born?
They told me he would have ventricular megaly, which is an enlargement of the ventricles in the brain. I wasn't expecting this. They diagnosed him with this on my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, toughest day of my life.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Is he your only child?
yeah.
Your first little boy.
He's a cute little fella.
Thank
He
you.
is.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the benefit that you're going to be having. That's August 8th, which is this weekend, correct? And it's going to be where?
At the Union County Civic Center.
Union County Civic Center.
From 4 to 7. And we have got Surrender going to be there, Sanctified, Jill Whitaker, and Carolyn Berner. And Randy Beach from Surrender he's been a big help getting this thing organized. And we're going to have a big bake sale. So we like everybody to come out because that's going to benefit the little guy there.
Right. Does he have a lot of medical expenses as far as, do you have to have him at the doctor a lot?
Yeah, he has to see specialized treatments. He's got to see pediatric neurologist because with the condition he has a lot of seizures, anywhere
Really?
from 20 to 200 a day.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Now can you tell when they come on? And is there anything you can do to help them get through them, or they just have to work through?
There's a medicine bag.
Yeah. And the medicine he takes, I mean, 80-year-olds don't take that much,
Right.
you know.
Right, bless his heart. Is he on a feeding tube?
Yeah, he has the GI button. Yeah, so he eats with a feeding pump.
Y'all said he wasn't crying until you got over here, and you just moved him.
We moved over here and he started.
He very seldom cries. Very seldom. He's always happy-go-lucky. It's a midline brain defect, so he's missing the corpus callosum, and everything down the center of his body got affected. He has no cartilage in his nose. He has a midline cleft and a slight cleft palate, and other issues.
That's amazing to me. Now explain that to me again, because you're just teaching me what this is, and now I see what you're talking about. And he's missing what in the middle?
The corpus callosum in the brain, the thing that joins but yet separates the two hemispheres of the brain is a corpus callosum. It's pretty much like a big bundle of nerves. It's the information superhighway of your brain.
Okay. And that would affect the whole center of his whole body?
Yeah.
Really?
Everything down the middle of his body got messed up.
What color are his eyes?
Big blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
Big blue eyes.
He's trying to open them.
Yeah,
Well, I
Kind of
know
early in the morning.
it is.
Yeah.
When I came in and I first saw him, he was sleeping like a little baby, and then you had him over there and he was sleeping. Does he rest well normally, or
very well.
is he? Do you know if he's in any pain? Does this cause pain, or is he pretty much okay with all the medication?
He's okay now. babies with holoprosencephaly, as they get older, they develop muscle spasticity, and that is painful. They have new treatments for that, but for the most part, no, he doesn't appear to be in any pain. He's just smiling and.
Here he goes. Now, what do the doctors say about breathing? I noticed that you may have a problem with that. Is that?
He's on a pulse ox monitor and oxygen at night because of the condition and all his medications. And these babies are real prone to apnea episodes. They'll just randomly stop breathing. But he's on a machine that warns me if he stops breathing, because when he has really bad seizures, he will like really struggle for breath. It's kind of scary when he does that.
Right.
But other than that, he does pretty well. Like, he has a lot of hard time breathing through his nose because it's flat.
Right.
So sometimes he like a lot. He snorts a lot.
You seem so strong. Do you have a lot of support with you?
Diane's awful
Miss
nice.
Dianne?
Yeah, I met her through my stepdaughter. She is one of her friends, and I just happened to go on MySpace. And I saw where she was at T.C. Thompson's and just had the baby and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I started talking to her.
Yeah.
And so we went to T.C. Thompson's, to the Ronald McDonald House, and we got her and took her out to eat and everything, because we stayed down there because our kids had been sick. And we took her out to eat. And she went back to the hospital and told them that I was the baby's grandma, and I got to go in NICU and see him, and I just fell in love with him.
There you go.
So, yeah, and I try to help her in any way I can. You know, just a fluke meeting, but it ended good. So
Absolutely.
I got another
Wow.
grandson and another daughter. So
We always say God brings people into your life for a reason.
Yeah.
And you never know why or how or
Yeah.
when it's going to happen, but the two of you now have each other, and so you're able possibly to help her with the baby.
Oh, anytime she needs any help, if I'm able to.
Really, or because
He's tube fed, so every couple hours you have to clean all the tubing and set the pump, prime the pump, make the formula, run it over the course of an hour, and then as soon as that's done, it's meds, and then time to re-clean the pump. There's no sleeping for
oh my
me.
goodness, wow.
I can't remember last time I slept more than 3 hours. He's worth it though. He keeps me on my toes, but he's
Oh yeah.
They're always worth it.
He's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's completely changed my life. I've got probably the best maternity care coordinator in the world, Ivy Hogsett at the Clay County Health Department. She's been an angel. She's a godsend.
That sounds like me at night right there. Or my wife.
So do you have some kind of support group or network so that you can be in touch with other mommies and parents that have had babies that have gone through this? Because it being so rare, I wouldn't know, I know your doctors can tell you what he's going to have, what to expect, but to hear from another parent, I think, that's already gone through these steps would help you. Do you have some kind of way to do that?
Families for Hope, they have a website, familiesforhope.org. And we just got back, actually, from a holoprosencephaly conference. It was families from all over the world that have babies with his condition, and even some of the families that have lost their children, they still come to support the other families. And it's a really good thing, because if you ever have any questions, because it's sad to say, most of the doctors don't know what they're doing unless they're highly specialized, but like around here, every doctor I've taken him to, especially when we go to the ER, like when he has seizures that just won't stop for hours, and you have to take him to the ER, they're like, what do we do with this? So I'm just like, oh no.
Oh no.
So I have to
frustrating.
tell the doctor, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is what he has, this is how you treat it, and they're, oh, okay. You just taught me something.
Oh my goodness, wow. He seems really strong physically because he just raised all the way up. And is he able to turn over or anything?
Oh no, they told me not to expect that he'll be able to do that, but they told me so many things about him. They told me he'd never open his eyes.
And he just did.
First 9 days he was born, he couldn't open his eyes, and then literally the day after they told me that would never happen.
It happened.
Big blue eyes.
Right.
And they told me he'd never smile, he'd never laugh, he'd never know who I was, would be completely just, they actually used the term he would be an empty vessel.
Oh, how sad.
They were not very nice to me where I had him, but
Right.
they wanted me to sign a do not resuscitate order and remove his feeding tube. And no, I said I'm going to fight for him as long as he's willing to fight. If he's fighting, I'm fighting. I'm not giving up on him. And
That's a mother. Yeah.
Yes, and I just believe that, you know, if God puts us here, it's for a purpose. And this little guy has a purpose, and when he's done, then God will take him home like he does all of us.
Yeah.
he likes,
You know?
he likes to find the odds because he does laugh, he does smile. He smiles like crazy, especially at Mama Dee Dee. Smiles, and he definitely knows his mommy. And he's got things he enjoys. He has a little betta fish, and he loves watching the little fish roam around. So, everything they've told me so far, he won't be able to do. He can do. So.
Yeah, he's
And he's
proved
4
them
months
wrong.
old.
4 months
And they
old.
told you he wouldn't make it how long?
They told me he wouldn't make it through the night I had him. And then once he made it through the night, they're like, well, you know, that we're not trying to hurt your feelings or nothing, but, you know, he's not going to make it through the week, and he'll be 19 weeks old tomorrow.
There you go.
Wow. So Dianne, tell everybody again about the benefits so that they can get that all fresh on the brain to come and help with Jaden.
Okay, it's Sunday, August 8th, from 4 to 7.
This weekend, y'all.
Yeah, this weekend at the Union County Civic Center. And there's going to be Surrender, Sanctified, Jill Whitaker, and Carolyn Werner. And we're going to have a big bake sale. And Jaden, he's going to be there. And we hope everybody comes out and helps support him. There's some medicine and stuff that she has to pay for out of pocket, you know.
I can't
it's
imagine.
very expensive.
I'm sure. And he needs
So-
it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So y'all please come and help with this benefit for little Jaden. He's defying the odds, so I hope everybody can pull together and help you. I really do. I wish you a lot of luck with it.
Thank you.
Thank you. They're trying to get him in over there at Duke to see their specialist because they come highly recommended, and that's round trip close to 800 miles. So I've got to get some reliable
And I'm sure it
transportation.
has to be hard to travel with him.
Oh, extremely.
With worrying about his needs and making sure that you get all the medicines and, you know, not just your normal diaper bag. Well, you know what I'm saying. I know it has to be hard, so.
Yeah, with this, it comes with diabetes insipidus. It's not like sugar diabetes. It's with brain condition.
Look at his eyes open.
His
Like
body,
some
He looks around all the time.
his
Yeah.
body doesn't tell him how much urine to output, so they just urinate constantly. So
And tell
usually
about his body heat,
And
temperature.
no hypothalamic function, so he's got to be kept really cool. Because if he gets even, like if he's outside, he'll run a fever and he'll just seize nonstop. If he gets too cold, he'll be hypothermic and he'll sleep and you'll be able to wake him up
Oh my goodness.
His body can't regulate his temperature.
at all.
So it's wherever he's at, that's what his temperature is going to be.
Right, right. Well, I hate to put y'all on hold, but we have somebody special on the phone right now, and I think she's on a time limit, so can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you, and I can hear the interview you're doing. I have not gotten to see the program because we cannot link up here. You know, we're somewhere on the other end of the world.
Yes.
And, but I've heard some really good comments, and y'all did a good job. But I will give you a warning. I will never miss work again.
Oh my goodness. Have you missed it?
I have missed being there so much. We'll be back tonight, and I'll be back on tomorrow morning, and it will take an act of Congress to get me away from work again.
Oh my goodness. You should be on that.
It's been a good trip. Well, it's been a good trip. We've had some good folks to interview. I've got a lot of information to bring back I think the folks will enjoy. But y'all will have to get people to come to me from now on. I am not doing this stuff again forever. It's just over. It's just over.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, there's a morning show that you should do, their little segment called Take This Job and Love It.
Yes, that's what I did. And I interviewed a lady that absolutely loves her job up here, and we questioned her. Freddie said, how could you leave the beautiful mountains of Blue Ridge, Georgia, and end up here and be happy? And she loves her job. And we all know and love her, and I wondered how long she could stand it up here, but she still loves it.
Yes, she does.
She still loves it. And after 2.5 days of being here, I am ready to come home.
Ah, how funny. Well, I was at your house in your pool last night, so everything's fine over there.
Good.
Yeah, the water was wonderful. It was hot, hot yesterday.
Yeah, and I ate all your food.
Well, here, the hottest temperature here has been 63.
Oh.
But there are a lot of things going on up here, and they say what happens in Alaska sets the tone for the world, and that we are supposed to be on a recovery pattern, and I hope that's true, because the economy up here has finally come back. Last year they did absolutely nothing. This state was almost shut down. It was so quiet. But it is booming. It's bustling. People are crazy busy. We got to interview a guy who caught a 313-pound fish that if he had purchased a $10 ticket, he would have won $40,000.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's been a very interesting. He did. It's been a very interesting trip. It's been a very fast trip. And I will say thank you to Delta for Sky Miles, because when you get to fly for nothing, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
And we used all our Sky Miles. I don't have any left, so that means I'll never leave home again.
There's
I
no
am
place
done.
like home.
No, if the motorhome can't get us there and can't get us back in time for me to be on the air, it ain't a-happening. So
Oh, my goodness.
I miss everybody, and I know y'all have done a good job.
We
But,
miss you, too.
Speak for
Well,
yourself.
it's been strange to not be at work, and tell Bill, thank you very much for helping out. I appreciate it, and y'all are, I know you're doing a good job, and hopefully the folks you're talking to right now will raise some money and raise awareness, and I don't know if you know about it, but Allie Lawson's diabetes, her cat woke her up the other night because her sugar was 50, so
Oh, my goodness.
isn't that strange? Yeah.
Yeah, we have the baby, Jaden. He's 4 months
Right.
old, and they're having his
Right.
benefit this weekend, so we're wanting
Right,
people
well,
to
I
come
hope
out
they
for
do
that.
very well.
Yeah.
I hope they do well.
And you should see him. They said he'd never open his eyes, and he's just got them wide open right now looking around.
Wow.
So
well, let me
sweet.
tell you about something else you need to ask prayer for. Karen Jordan's husband, Jackie, has melanoma, and it's been diagnosed in several places. And Karen is the city manager of what does she do in Ball Ground? Anyway, I'll tell you what she does. She runs the place. But anyway, her husband, Jackie, they went up to Loretta Lynn's, when we went last year, and she's just an awesome lady. I've known her forever. She used to eat at the Iron Skillet 100 years ago. And her husband is facing pretty much what Granny faced, and he needs all our prayers. So please ask people to pray for Karen and Jackie Jordan, okay?
All right.
All righty. Well, we've got to get dressed because we have a plane to catch, and we are not missing this plane. We will be on Georgia soil by 7:25 tonight.
Our time or your
and
time?
My time, and I will be the woman laying out there on the asphalt kissing the tarmac when the plane lands, because I am so happy to be coming home.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. I never thought I'd hear you say that about where you are.
I know. Well, it's just, we've done so many things locally lately, and I've seen so many things within 3 hours from home. We have anything Alaska has except the smell of fish. That's the only thing we're missing,
Right.
There are so many things around home that you can do. There are so many beautiful things down there that you can share. Alaska doesn't have anything on us. And I said, I've seen enough of where we are today to know that this is a beautiful, beautiful place. It has a lot of opportunity, and one of the stories we're going to talk about is an opportunity for 1,000 new jobs up here. And we're also going to talk about the fact that people are fighting it because it might have a little tiny something to do with the ecology, and we know that that's an issue. So, but to bring 1,000 jobs to an area that has a lot of folks on unemployment, it's a bitter battle right now, and it's going on right here and has been going on for a while. But they hope that it's about to make the turn, and that the company will come in and they will get these much needed jobs. So
Right.
Anyway, well, I love you both.
Okay,
Y'all
love
have
you.
A good day.
All right.
We will be on a plane headed southbound very shortly, okay?
Be safe. Love you.
We will. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, she's on her way.
They could have kept her for a couple more weeks.
I can't believe she wants to come back so quick.
Well, I'll just have to make fun of her tomorrow.
I know.
It's my job.
I know. Well, we have got some more music coming up for you, but we wanted you to meet Mr. Jaden here and Miss Dianne and his mommy Amber.
He's been a good little fella.
And we want everybody to please remember to go out and support Jaden because he is fighting a big battle and he's winning. And look at those big eyes open. So go out.
Remember him in prayer.
And yes,
Definitely.
remember him in prayer. And that will get him through this. Yes. But let's take a look and watch the Booth Brothers for just a few minutes until we get our next group lined up for you. So set those DVRs and y'all stay tuned.
But here's another song after a few years of marriage. It's a little different, but it tells just how we are. Listen to this song. We're compatible, it's incredible. Look how different we are. God gave us each other and we're joined heart to heart. When I'm discouraged, you give me faith. We're walking together in sunshine and rain. We're different and yet we're the same. It's incredible that we're compatible.
I like coffee in the morning.
I'd rather have juice. She gets up way too early.
He likes to sleep till noon.
We're compatible, it's incredible. Look how different we are. God gave us each other and we're joined heart to heart. When I'm discouraged, you give me faith. We're walking together in sunshine and rain. We're different and yet we're the same. It's incredible that we're compatible. She likes watching old movies.
Football's more his style, and he finds a chair when I'm shopping.
'Cause I know I'll be a while, sometimes all day. We're compatible, it's incredible. Look how different we are. God gave us each other and we're joined heart to heart. When I'm discouraged, you give me faith. We're walking together in sunshine and rain. We're different and yet we're the same. It's incredible that we're compatible. She's from the north, I'm from the south.
But we were meant to be together. There is no doubt.
God worked it out. We're compatible, it's incredible. Look how different we are. God gave us each other and we're joined heart to heart. When I'm discouraged, you give me faith. We're walking together in sunshine and rain. We're different and yet we're the same.
It's incredible
So incredible
that we're
compatible. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I know you married couples can relate to that song. Yeah.
Good. Good job, Melissa. Doesn't that song remind you, I was back there talking to the guys back there, doesn't that remind you of that old commercial, that incredible edible egg? Remember that? Yeah. Might have your
That's
commercial.
what you get when a brain is scrambled.
Oh, that
was good,
That
man.
was unscripted too. That's right there. Yeah, we'll edit that one out. That's Oh, you know what? Another thing I was thinking, and y'all don't mind if I do this because I know it's video and you're supposed to follow the list and all that, but I just feel led.
Oh, here we go. It's a train wreck already, man.
Well, y'all have seen on them tour buses, like when we got out there, on the back or the front, they'll have a big bubble on that, and what that is a satellite tracking device. It goes down the road, and we can watch our Fox News, Fair and Balanced, and
Amen.
Stay Balanced, and left or right, and then History Channel, things like that, you know.
Cartoon Network.
Tech TV.
Tech TV?
All right, nobody watches that.
You're supposed to clap, guys.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but the other night, I was flipping to my favorite activity, just flipping through channels. I'd love to do that. If you got 200, might as well use them, you know. So I'm flipping through there, and I hear this music, and I'm watching the most graceful, beautiful, just movement of these artists, kind of on ice. I think they were skating, and it was like more of a Broadway type production thing. They were skating around, and I was watching that. No, I was watching. I'm thinking, you know, we could.
That wasn't Broadway.
I'm talking. I thought we could do that. You know, the way they were moving around and singing and all that.
Wasn't
I thought
Broadway.
we're pretty smooth. I mean,
Michael, that wasn't Broadway.
It was Broadway. They were dancing and music. That's Broadway.
That was Barney on Ice, Michael.
Michael. Hey. Michael.
Yes.
Hi, honey.
That's my mom's voice. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Do you remember, well, no, you probably don't, October the 8th in St. Joseph Hospital in Tampa, Florida? The doctor had slapped me instead of you.
Let's enjoy some more of Connie Davis Music Students, and then we're going to talk to Connie for just a few minutes, and then I understand she has a little surprise for us. So let's take a watch.
I was riding shotgun, my hair undone, the front seat of his car. Got a one-hand feel on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around, turn the radio down, and says, "Baby, something wrong." Say nothing, I was just thinking how we don't have a song. And he says, "Our song is slim screen doors, sneaking out late, tapping on your window. When we're on the phone and he talks real slow, 'cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is way you love, first and then and kiss it real I should have. And when I napkin and I wrote down our song.
My name's Lauren Allen, and I'm going to be playing a cover song called Solo. We used to be a team running the streets, and we were living out of dreams. Oh, you used to be my rider, I was your provider. Now we separated in two, and we were burning up the block. Everybody knows when we step in the spot, we were like the Don and the duo. We never thought that you go, but you did, yeah, and you did. Oh, baby, you let me sail away alone, yeah, alone. And now you got me trapped up on this island with no way to get home. And I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no. I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. 'Cause I was so high and now I'm so low, and I don't wanna walk around alone solo. I said I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. You put the beat into my top line, put us together and you have to rewind. See, you gave me a purpose, now I'm getting nervous that my heart will never sing again. And we were burning up the airways, the know it's from the Georgian mountains to the UK. We were on the way to the platinum and gold. Never thought that you go, but you did, yeah, and you did. Oh, baby, you let me sail away alone, yeah, alone. And now you got me trapped up on this island with no way to get home. And I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no, I don't wanna go, no. I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo. 'Cause I was so high and now I'm so low, and I don't wanna walk around alone solo. I don't want to walk this earth if I gotta do it solo.
That was really, really good.
Good talent over there.
I like that song, and I'm going to have to ask, who is that by? Because I've never heard it before, but I liked it.
Don't know. That's the newer one, I'm sure.
Now, the other song was a Taylor Swift song, and I was singing right along with that young lady because that's one of my favorites.
Well, I'm always impressed with anybody who can play a guitar or piano and sing at the same time. Because I can't do but one at a time. Yeah, I can only do one at a time. So.
Exactly. That was wonderful.
Scary.
Well, let's take a little look at the weather real quick, and we're going to have Connie come over and talk to us for a few minutes. And before we go there, I wanted to remind y'all about the Kylan Warren benefit ride, which is going to be Saturday, August 14th. I want you to still keep that in the back of your hats for Mr. Kylan Warren, because he's the gentleman that was burned that worked for Georgia Power, and they're having his benefit ride starting at the Georgia Power corporate office on August the 14th. First bike out at 10 a.m., then they're going to drive up to LJ Elementary, have lunch served from 12 to 2. Registration begins at 8 o'clock. $25 per bike, $15 per passenger, and they're going to have a cookout and live band. So everybody come out and support this young man, too.
Good cause.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's take a look at the weather, and then we're going to talk to Miss Connie.
That's what it is. Hot. Just hot.
I love you, funny face, I need you, my whole world's wrapped up in you. When the road I walk seems all uphill, and the colors in my rainbow turn blue, you kiss the tears away, you smile at me and say, funny face, I love you.
face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, don't leave me. Funny face, believe me. My whole world's wrapped up in you. And when I hurt your feelings, as I sometimes do, and I say those mean things that we know are not true, you forgive my childish way. You hold me close and say, funny face, I love you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, don't leave me. Funny face, believe me. My whole world's wrapped up in you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, don't leave me. Funny face. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. My whole world's wrapped up in you. When the road I walk seems all uphill, and the colors in my rainbow turn blue, you kiss the tears away. You smile at me and say, funny face, I love you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard.
Back to us.
There you go.
Here we are again. Can you believe that Miss Sherry is on the way and she's never, ever going to leave again?
Well, that's just terrible. Well, you don't want my opinion on that, so.
Well, I'm really glad that
I like her being gone for a little while.
I know. She needed a break, too. And I'm
I
really
get to wear
glad,
short sleeves today.
I know, and with your tan arms, you make me look, terrible and all that good stuff. But I'm glad that you guys have stuck with us and watched us, even
Especially
though you
Lois.
had the two co-hosts here. Lois Chastain called in, and she's watching, and we want to say good day to you. And we appreciate y'all hanging in there with us while Miss Sherry's been on hiatus, but she will be back tomorrow, and I know y'all have missed her. Now we are joined by Miss Connie Davis, who is a very beautiful lady with some very talented music students. They really are. And this is the young lady that I was telling you about had the copperhead go over her foot?
Yes, twice.
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 So now you're telling me that you have a surprise for us today.
I do.
Tell us all about it.
Okay. My girls, the girls that just sang, well, it's Bailey Sue, and it's Skylar and Riley, and let's see, Bailey Sue, Ryler, Skyly. All of the girls that are up here, they're going to be doing a really, really neat song that they did at the Relay for Life. And they're doing it because you're well now. And so they've got their little emblems on that are from the Relay from Life. You're going to love it. This'll light of mine. And they're going to be singing it for you.
Sweet. Oh. Now, where do you teach them?
In McCaysville.
In McCaysville? And do you have openings or?
Well, maybe one or two. Yeah, pretty full. But
how often do you work with these young people?
Every week. They
every
come
week,
in
once
every
a week. When they come to you, like the two that can play the guitar, can they already play, or is that part of what you teach also?
No. Don't teach guitar. Just teach piano.
So you teach piano also? Oh my gosh,
Yes.
so you do stay busy.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
You ever have the heart to just tell a kid, hit the road, kid, you just ain't got it?
No.
Yes.
No. You encourage. Encourage.
Yeah.
What ages do your children run?
Oh, golly, from 5 to adults.
Really? You do adults too?
Oh, yeah.
Because Bill gives singing lessons to adults. Not me, but yeah.
They're harder. Adults are harder.
Do you find that too?
Of course.
Yeah.
They learn better when they're young.
Yeah. They've already got their ideas when
Do you
they're older.
have you ever had students that were younger and they were you got them to a place where they were really, really good and talented and coming along, and then they go through the voice change and puberty, and then do you have to reteach, restart?
Well,
what do you do?
Kind of, sort of. Well, it's always different. With every student, it's different. You have to teach a different way. But when they go through the change, it's usually, you just teach a different way.
Roll with it, let them go. All right. Well, I'm hoping that we get to see this soon because I'm looking forward to it. And
they're so sweet. They love you, and they're so glad that everything's better. So they got this together for you.
Me too. I've said a million times, thank you, God, and I want to be where Hans Riefert is right now at my 5-year mark.
I know.
That's my goal. So, and I'm really glad that he's made it there. But if they're ready, we're ready to see them.
Okay, here they come.
All right. I can't wait. I'm nervous. It's almost like it's a big surprise.
We're doing this for you.
You guys stomp your feet like that?
Look how cute they are.
Now let's clap together. That's it. Keep it going. Let's sing this little light of mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right, keep clapping now. Sounds good? Everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine.
Yes,
everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh, that sounds so good. That's called clapping on the backbeat. All right, sing this real quiet with me now. Even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine. Even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, even when I'm afraid, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Oh, great. And I love their little pink cancer ribbons. Oh, that was really, really
Did that
sweet.
for you.
They did that for me and every other cancer survivor. Anybody that has, it's hard not to cry, but you gotta keep smiling and stuff like that. Those curls were awesome.
Well, that's encouraging.
They were so cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dressed up just for you.
You can't help but smile. I'm not gonna cry. You just gotta smile when you see something like that. They were precious, and I really appreciate Connie for bringing them.
They had me dancing over here. Love that song.
Oh no, you weren't just doing all this.
It's not made for TV.
Made for TV dancing.
No.
Yes.
My wife's embarrassed.
No, not
She don't
Melissa.
like me to dance. She says you're a singer
In
for a
public
reason.
or she
Anywhere.
only wants you to dance in private?
No, anywhere.
Really?
No, she says I don't have it. So,
No rhythm in your soul?
I think I do, but she don't.
I would think as a singer you would
I
have to have rhythm.
Well, you got rhythm, but you don't want to show it. I enjoy dancing for myself.
I do
but
too.
She
Yeah.
don't like it,
And
so.
if people laugh, then they laugh.
Now, she'd rather me sing than dance. So.
That's it.
I let my daughter dance, and I'll do the singing. So.
Now, tell me about her dancing.
Kaylee?
Yeah.
Oh, she's not dancing right now.
No.
No, she's trying to take it easy for a little while.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is her health better? Is she feeling?
Yeah, she's feeling better.
Is she back still at Dollywood?
No, she's being a housewife right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
she stepped out. She stepped away from the business for a little while.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
But she's wanting to get into singing with a group somewhere, so she's looking around at that.
Well, she should. She has the voice and the talent. Wow. Well, those girls were so sweet.
Those girls are sweet.
That was really cute, and I know when they were at Relay, they had to lift spirits with that.
Oh yeah. Well, how can you not like that song?
I know, and I couldn't decide. I mean, it's hard when you guys aren't here to see what we see, but when we watch them perform in the studio, a lot of times it's hard for us to get the whole scene. So a lot of times I'll watch the monitor so I can see
what y'all
exactly what y'all see, because y'all are seeing the straight-on picture, and I'm more wanting to watch the girls. Normally I'd be watching the monitor so I could see the whole front, but they were so cute.
And
it was Alex, Riley, Bailey, and Skylar, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, cute little girls, and a very
they can come back in any time and do it again.
A very positive message. That message that they did with their little song and dance was as great as Matt's message with his sermon.
That'll carry you through the rest of the day,
That'll carry me the rest of the day, yeah, and I'll have to get me a copy of that.
That's true. Listen to it all the time.
Because I don't have that DVR stuff, so I have to make my homemade copies.
Do it the old-fashioned way on a Betamax.
Yeah. You know, I never had a Betamax.
You didn't? You had a VHS.
Yes.
You're not as old as your mother. That's what it is.
We have a little bit of the Kaler family queued up that, let's go and see them. They're going to be coming up August 14th.
Good people.
And August 15th, they're going to be performing. So you need to go and check them out. And let's go and see them for just a few.
Helping gather in the sheaves, I will gladly labor on below. If on earth my work is finished and it's time for me to leave, when he calls me I'll be glad to go. When he calls me I will answer, here am I am ready if he wants me to die. There's a mansion now awaiting me on high. Separation, I am walking on God's highway, when he calls I'll fly away. When he calls me I will answer, here am I am ready if he wants me to die. There's a mansion now awaiting me on high, going there by and by. Walking on God's highway, when he calls I'll fly away. Hey, Penny.
Correct us, Mr. Bill.
Well, that was the primitive quartet. Kaler's,
Yes.
They don't look like that.
No, the Kaler family does not look like that. However, go check them out the 14th and the 15th. They will be in Turtletown, Tennessee on the 14th, and they will be at Salem number 2 Baptist Church. I'll get that right in just a minute, on Sunday. Also, I wanted to say Lisa Savage, who's a good friend of mine, and her birthday was here recently. We also announced that. Lisa asked for special prayers for a friend of hers, and she said we don't need to mention the name because God knows where prayers need to go. All we need to
Unspoken
do
is what they call that.
is send them up. And a good friend of mine named Sandy, she said prayers go up and blessings come down. So
There you go.
Lisa wanted us to ask for a prayer for her friend, and so let's send those prayers up. And also, like Miss Sherry was saying, Karen and Jackie Jordan have just found out that Jackie has melanoma, and so we want to send out prayers for that family and what they're about to go through.
There's too much of that junk going around, you know?
There really is, and you wonder, is it our water sometimes? You know, when it hits you, yourself especially, you know, you have all these feelings of empathy, and you don't ever want to feel sorry for somebody, you know, because that makes them actually feel worse sometimes. But I knew I always had compassion for people that had it, watching my grandmother go through it, my stepdad, you know, my aunts, my great-grandmother. But then when it hits you, especially in your 3 digits, then it's like, wow. So, you know, God bless everybody that has it or will go through it, or the family and the caretakers of those people, because they're really important too. And if you're out there and you're struggling with this right now, think about those little girls and the joy that they just brought to us in honor of everyone who has survived and going through cancer right now.
It's amazing.
It is. It is. Well, you know, it's Wednesday. It's hump day.
Wednesday. I like Wednesdays.
You got big Wednesday plans?
I got to go cut a bunch of grass today in the heat.
You did 17 yards yesterday. How many
17 today. I got about 10 today.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe I won't get that many done because I get a late start.
God bless y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, it's only a short time. I mean, it'll be October before you know it.
I know.
And then I get to take it easy.
I know. Oh, my gosh. Well, you know what happens when you're having fun?
Yeah.
This has been the fastest week of my life. I mean, I thought it was going to be like, oh my gosh, 3 days I have to, you know, sit there and co-host you with somebody, and are we going to be, we got this.
You worry too much.
We got this. But for North Georgia Now Today, I am Angela Burgess. Angela Burgess. See, that's not my name, y'all. My name is Piper Elizabeth Todak. And I really get confused when I start to say Angela Burgess.
And I'm Bill Burgess, Burgess, yeah, something like that.
But we appreciate you watching North Georgia Now Today. You can catch us live every morning at 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then again at 6 p.m. we are replayed. And then for you late nighters, at 1 a.m., all of us are asleep. And there are a few of you out there who will catch us at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But next, what comes up? 10 a.m., it's time for
Trading Time.
Trading Time. So y'all stay tuned and watch Rich Scott and see what he's got out there to offer for you today, because stuff goes fast. But we hope you have a great day and a better one tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Pharaoh hardened up his heart as the plagues came one by one. Only the blood on the lintel would have saved the first one's up.
Go down, Moses.
Can't you hear God calling me? Go down, Moses, set my people free. This angel came on quickly, like a thief in the night, but the Israelites